Visit ccgcastle.com and get 5% discount on your purchase with TCG Center 5 code. Check video description or visit CCG Castle for more.
Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back to Pokemon TCG Center. In today's video, we'll be looking at Thor's Rec Club Celebi&Venusaur deck list. He tweeted that was probably the deck list that he would play if he goes to the internationals this year, but he didn't, and he actually posted the picture, and I actually decided to test this deck and see how good really it is, and I was kind of surprised that it was very consistent. The biggest problem for this deck was obviously Blacephalon GX, and I was just wondering why he maybe for that case didn't decide to take maybe one copy of Weakness Policy in the deck. Probably because he didn't expect to face Blacephalon, which was even the case because during the day one there was a lot of Melamar decks, you know, Ultra Necrozma Melamar decks, Zapdos decks, and Zekrom Pikachu decks. And also one Blacephalon managed to go to day 2. I mean, that's what I saw on the live stream. Anyways, so he decided to place 4 copies of Celebi&Venusaur, 4 Shaymins for Hail, and 4 Jirachis. The consistency is mother of nature, some player will say that. Then you also have he also had 4 Acrobikes on this deck list, 4 Escape Ropes, 4 copies of Netball, a lot of 4 copies of specific cards like Acrobike, Escape Rope, Netball, then 3 copies of Judge Whistle, which is a very good card because you can draw a card or you can put Judge card from a discard pile back into your hand. In some cases you just want to disrupt your opponent with the Judge. In some cases you just want to have that extra top deck. So with Acrobike and Judge Whistle you can go quickly through your deck list and thin it a little bit, get the resources you need, and keep going on. Yeah, with 4 copies of Netball, you can just grab either way Grass Energy or Grass Pokemon. 4 Escape Ropes also to be able to set up what you need with your Jirachis, but also to disrupt your opponent a little bit. 3 Paradise Conversation Areas for minus 30 damage reduction. Interesting thing that he also played 1 Life Forest, and he also decided even to take one Wondrous Labyrinth. Mainly because with that stadium play, each non-fairy Pokemon, both your and your opponent, attacks cost 1 more energy. Very good, mainly because if you have this stadium in play, Zapdos, for example, won't be able to attack for 1 energy card. And this stadium cannot be removed by the Field Blower, so the only hope for those decks was just to have, for example, Shrine or whatever stadium they played. But at some specific moment of the game, if you played smart enough to counter your opponent's stadiums, then you could just surprise him in the late game with Labyrinth, and he might not be able to get enough energies in play for attack. But that can also be very useful versus Blacephalon, for example, because then Blacephalon needs 3 energy to attack. Very useful. We also saw 2 buff paddings for extra 50 HP and 3 escape boards for that free retreat for those Jirachis or Shaymins if it's necessary. And 10 energies, 4 double cores and 6 grass energies, and then moving on to the supporter lineup. Very interesting supporter lineup. Not too many draw supporters, only 6 of them, so 4 copies of Cynthia and 2 copies of Judge, but again Judge can be very easily used by Judge Whistle. 1 tech supporter card, which is Cyrus. I kind of like it because if you have Jirachi available in your active position, you can force your opponent to choose 2 benched Pokemons and shuffle all other cards and all cards attached to those Pokemons back into their deck. So very powerful against, for example, I don't know, maybe he was thinking, well, if somebody will play Zoroark, I can easily counter it. If somebody will play Blacephalon, I can again easily counter it by shuffling those Naganadels back. Or, for example, versus Melamars can also be very useful. 4 copies of Guzma and 2 copies of Gardenia with 80 HP heal, which is just pure madness. I mean, imagine you play versus deck that strike your Venusaur for 200, and then you just simply play 2 Flora Heals for 40, then you throw out your Gardena for extra 80, which is 120, and then you even play that Life Force from your hand to heal 180 damage in total in just a single turn. Was just insane. So I don't know what else to say. I mean, this deck list is very interesting. I kind of like it. So that's the Taurus Reclave deck list that he would play if he flight to internationals this year, but since he didn't, I decided to share it with you guys in case you didn't already see it. Make sure to check his Twitter and also follow him. He would probably also appreciate that as well. So I'm gonna play today 2 games with this deck list, so you can actually see some interesting things about it. So see you in the game. And there we go. So starting with the heads, winning the coin flip, meaning that I can definitely start first. So let's see this deck in action. Let's see what it can do. Let's see how good it is, how bad it is, some weaknesses and some resistance about this deck. So starting with Jirachi, which is a good way to go. I guess I can put also that Shaymin on the bench. Why not? Is that... I almost said Volcanion. Is that Blacephalon? Yes, it is. I guess worst possible scenario for me is to hit that Blacephalon Dex. So, I don't know. If I was Tord, I would probably tech 1 copy of Weakness Policy. You know, just in case. So you can be like 100% positive that your opponent won't be able to hit you hard in the face. Stellar Wish. Not sure about that idea. Not at all. But I'm actually sure about maybe this idea. Yeah, I know I already retreated. Doesn't even matter, right? So gonna play this Judge and see what I can get. I'm hoping for the Venusaur Energy Attachment, otherwise I'm gonna be in a bad position. I did get Jirachi, but I already played that retreat, so without a switch I won't be able to use another Stellar Wish. Doesn't even matter. I guess it doesn't matter too much. We're gonna go out without energy attachment at the turn 1, and that's kind of disappointing thing. You really want to attach energy turn 1 so you can potentially start doing some damage at Pull and Hazard at your next turn, which is a very important thing. But maybe I can force my opponent just to waste 1 turn with energy attachment and something like that. But overall, didn't start the best. That's quite obvious. And there's the Ultra Ball. So this is going to be Ultra Ball for Tapu Lele. Yeah, he also played Mach, so I need to be pretty much very aggressive with my Venusaur, trying to get Ditto out of the play, just in case, if he can score 1 Ditto and set him on the bench. But yeah, it is going to be tough matchup for me, mainly because my opponent is taking 3 price cards and he can easily take the knockout versus Venusaur just because of the weakness. So yeah, it's not gonna be super easy game. I mean, even I can have like 350 HP, still he will need 4 energies, for example, for the 1-hit knockout. I'm speaking in theory if I have Paradise Conversation Area and something like buff pad on my Venusaur attached. So eye opener, look at your face down price cards and put it back. Really helps you to get really don't want to discard those stadium cards. I don't know why, but something tells me I should not go with stadium discardment. Yeah, I don't need to search another Jirachi there. There's no point of doing that anyways. Hoping next turn just to pull maybe double Course Energy so I can take the knockout versus his Poipole on the bench if he won't be able to evolve. But maybe even applying some pressure to Blacephalon, who knows? Even that's not a bad idea, to be honest, quite frankly. It is a good idea. So we might see some retreat in this case. There's the energies rescue stretcher for a little knock. Guessing it's the worst possible thing you can see here. Another Neganandel and some sort of oh damn it, shit, that's not good. That's not good. Yeah, at least he cannot knock my Jirachi because of the resistance. Turning point for just, 60. But I need DCE top deck so badly. Not the Grass Energy top deck. Oh. That escape rope is not bad, but I'm like 100% positive that I'm not gonna get anything anyways. Looking pretty ugly, to be honest. Not sure if I should go with that Solar Beam maybe, or even Evergreen. This deck, I didn't see a... Okay, so... yeah, it's really hard to say. He can surprise me just by energy switch play, and that can be very deadly anyways. Thinking about maybe another Judge. Putting him down to 4 cards, I guess. And we can retreat to another Stellar Wish maybe. Into Cyrus? Cyrus? Seriously? Sounds like a good idea. Haha, for the next turn this can be a very surprising thing for my opponent. Especially if I manage to knock his Neganandel out with my Solar Beam, and if I score my Cyrus play as well. He's probably gonna return to his hand anyways, Tapu Lele, Blacephalon, and Lolmag, so it's not gonna be super effective, but still gonna give me some edge over my opponent in price exchange, I guess. But if I can knock this Blacephalon with 3 energy cards, it's already a big deal. And after that, everything will be a little bit better for me. As it looks right now, I'm not gonna say I'm in a bad position, mainly because he decided to attack with the Neganandel. I managed to hit him with the Judge, so that was a good thing. There was no doubt about it. Energy attachment. I mean, I can definitely go with the Evergreen and take the knockout versus this Blacephalon GX on the bench. But then he's in the range where he can simply play some sort of Beast Ring. And we really don't want to do that. We really just want to try... I mean, I really need to go just for those Neganandel knockouts. For now, that's the most important part in this game. If I want to win, I need to go for the Neganandel play. Pretty much it. No doubt about it. So if my opponent wants, he can retreat or turn point. He'd rather decided to go with turn point for 60, which is maybe not that good. Maybe not that good, right? We can keep Cyrus for maybe a little bit later. We cannot use Stellar Wish, but we can hit hard with our Venusaur, and we cannot play Cyrus, but we don't even want to play Cyrus for now. So we just need another energy for the next turn. And basically we're hoping for the best here. So Solar Beam should be more than enough for the knockout against this Naganandel. And something that actually scares me a little bit is this Choice Band on his Blacephalon. So theoretically, with that charge up and extra energy, he's already to like 360, and yeah, he should have enough for the knockout anyways. I think if he have energy available. 3 energies, that's 150. 300, so yeah, I needed that buff padding actually so badly, and I couldn't get it, so maybe it was a bad idea knocking his Naganandel. Maybe better idea would be if I just decided to go straight away for his, at least he have, yeah, but he's taking 3 price cards anyways with the Mind Blow, so I should rather take 2 price card knockout versus Blacephalon instead. That was actually huge mistake. Buff padding top deck. You got to be kidding me there. We can't use Stellar Wish, but we can definitely go with Escape Rope and maybe force our opponent to promote something else in the front. A little bit too late, I should say. Alright, and I guess I'm done for now. Ah, damn it. Definitely made wrong decision here. There's the Ultra Space. For another Blacephalon. I should scoop him. I should definitely scoop him with Cybers, and I should definitely take 2 prize knockout versus Blacephalon. You gotta be kidding me. He have Kiavi available for like 5 energies. There's literally nothing else I can do right now. If he have Guzma, the game is over. So I cannot pull 180. There's no doubt about that. I mean, I can't pull 180. There's no freaking way. So for me, the best thing is just to hope for the best after I pass my turn onto my opponent. Otherwise, if you have Guzma, game is over, definitely. So if not, well, then I can take the 2 prize knockout versus this Blacephalon, but then he just needs another Blacephalon anyways, and the energy switch play. Yeah, he have Guzma, so hard to play versus weakness, I should definitely say that. GG. Probably the biggest problem for Venusaur is Blacephalon. But we're gonna try one more time. Alright, let's go with Tails, meaning that I'm starting second. Alright, not bad as long as I can attach energy turn 1. Most important thing here is to attach energy turn 1 and keep going on. I mean, this deck is basically meant to counter Zapdos decks and, you know, maybe Zorak decks and Malamar decks because they don't have option to one-hit knockout Venusaur. You can heal a lot of damage. A lot of damage can be healed from Venusaur if opponent is not capable to go for the one-hit knockout against it. It's probably not going to be even able to double-hit knockout it anyways. So, looking at my opponent setup here, he will probably have very explosive turn 1 because he already played Communication. He have Emolga on the bench. He probably even have maybe even Marshadow, maybe even Lily. Some Nuzly Gathering for another Emolga. So that Emolga can again use just ability to search deck for any other Pokemon, for example. Like actually, it cannot search your deck for any other Pokemon, but you can just search your deck for a Pokemon that has Nuzzle. Yeah, so good start for him. Trampic and Emolga in Law Zone, so that's a good way to go. And there's a Mars Shadow, so the worst possible thing that can happen to you is that you're being struck by the Mars Shadow turn 1. As you can see. But okay, never mind for that. Never mind for that. It happens. Ooh! Seriously, he decided to discard 2 grass energies there, not knowing what I have, so that's kind of interesting. There's a Sky Pillar and it is my turn, so my top deck is just Escape Rope. I can still wish into the buff padding. Yeah, I guess I need Judge Whistle anyways. If I don't get something by the Judge Whistle, I mean, I can only draw cards. It's just a double course energy. We're gonna try to Escape Rope here and play some sort of Guzma. Such a bad opening hand. He's thinking twice what I'm gonna do here. I can hit him with the Cyrus. I mean, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna play Guzma to his Rangaroo, so I can maybe buy myself a turn there, which will be very useful. If I can buy myself another turn, I can probably set up. But just top decking some sort of supporter card for draw, I will be more than happy. So he discarded my Guzma from the top deck, so I'm kind of happy to see that, because I know that I want to top deck another useless supporter card. And there's a Shaming, so I can relieve a little bit. So still a wish for some sort of, I guess, another Judge Whistle for a top deck, which will be probably again nothing, right? Oh, another Jirachi. All right. I can keep searching supporter card with another Jirachi play. Emolga has for retreat, which is a good thing. I guess it's better late than never to use this Net Ball for some sort of Venusaur play here. And we're gonna go with the Cyrus, there's no doubt about that. Right now I'm gonna hit my opponent by the Cyrus. And I will also attach my buff padding onto my Jirachi, onto my Venusaur and Celebi, not on the Jirachi. And that's gonna be it for now. I'm gonna just pass my turn, and next turn I can play my Stellar Wish, hope for the best. Yeah, it's really hard to decide which Pokemon you're gonna shuffle back into your deck, right? But I guess the best way for my opponent is just to shuffle back those Rangaroos and Mars Shadows and stuff. I personally wouldn't shuffle a Rangaroo, to be honest, just because if you top deck something like, I don't know, maybe Ultra Ball or Lost Blender, you can still have Instruct available. But then again, if you have Emolga, you can just search a deck for another Emolga and discard, you know, that Emolga again from play. And another Venusaur top deck. So Stellar Wish into Acrobike this time. Yeah, I mean, I guess I need to top deck some sort of and support a card for draw. Yeah, I can't even retreat, so that's pretty bad. I know I clunk my bench, but it doesn't matter. Maybe it wouldn't be bad if I just grab that Net Ball for Grass Energy and pass in my turn. So there's another Emolga. So right now he have 2 more Emolgas in hand for Lost Blender. That's a perfect combination. Nope. Not gonna happen. Alright, so can I finally get something useful? Guess I'm gonna go with Guzma, so I will take the first prize card in the game. I really don't care too much. I need to take slight advantage over my opponent. I know that I played 2 Guzmas already. I mean, one has been discarded, and there's another one. So we're gonna go for that Hoppip because he is a big threat there. Basically, if my opponent has Hoppip in play, that Hoppip can evolve easily into Jumpluff. And it can also increase the damage done to me. Nice, there's Aether Paradise Conversation Area. Basically meaning that if I put this Stadium in play, I'm also going to reduce the damage done to my opponent basic Pokemons, which can be good, but it can also be bad. So, he have Lily. Can he finally find himself a couple Skiplums and Jumpluffs for attack? Probably he can. There's Pokemon Communication for Jumpluff, alright. What I like here, he can grab himself another Skiplum. But there's no way that he can one-hit Nugget my Venusaur anyways. And he also have 2 energies in discard pile. So he definitely needs either way Grass or maybe Double Core's energy. Okay, so 2 more. That's like 5, 7, 9? Am I correct? No. So 5, 6, 7. That's 140. So he's going for 140 at this moment. 140. He rather decided to pass the turn. So that's okay. Ha. Interesting. Interesting. Really interesting. I'm hoping for the Grass energy, so I'm gonna do something like this, literally. And quack, quack, quack. Didn't get it, so guess I can just pull a Hazard. I mean, still hitting for 20, burning my opponent, poisoning him. He's taking 50, so it's not that bad, right? He definitely needs to retreat next turn, and otherwise this Emolga will be knocked out. But the reason why I decided to put Stadium in play is just because I can reduce 30 damage down to me. So right now, if he have like 104 damage, he's going for 110. And if I can heal something like 110, 40, then that's like 70, right? Which is not something special, especially compared to 320 HP Venusaur. So he just passed the turn. Oh my goodness. What is going on? Why is I mean, he's just waiting too much. Literally way too much. Our Angro is the best thing for my opponent right now, I think, to be promoted in front, because he's the only one that can absorb the damage from the pull and hazard, just in case if I don't have, you know, another energy attachment. But I do have another energy attachment, quite obvious. A little bit too late for my opponent, I should say. We don't need Judge. Who needs Judge? Why would I need Judge? Just gonna go with this and play Cynthia and see what I can get. Alright, a lot of good things. So yeah, Pull and Hazard can go for like 80. And if your opponent flip tails on the coin flip, it's another 30 at the end of his next turn. Actually, at the end of his turn, so it's not that bad. And that damage can be significantly increased by the choice band, or maybe just between turns, or maybe with some other Pokemon that can increase special condition damage. And right now he actually already took enough punishment, and he decided to promote his Jumpluff. I mean, the problem for the Jumpluff is the fact that he's also one hit knocked out anyways. I already took 3 prize cards, so it's really hard to imagine even that my opponent can hit me for 350. It's so hard to imagine that. I mean, the truth is he have like 4, 6, 9 Pokemons right now, and that's like 180, but it's far from 350, right? That Blacephalon in game number 1 was really easy job. Okay, right now he reduces that damage for 30, so it is pure 180, but still I can heal a lot of damage from this Venusaur, right? I can use my Flora Heal. I mean, the most important thing here is that I can use my GX, so it even doesn't matter if I heal that damage right now or maybe turn before, turn after. So I have Netball, which means that I'm gonna grab myself another Grass Energy. And I can put another stadium card in play. I can go quickly through my cards to see what else I can get here. Cynthia, all right. Which I will definitely play. After that, there's Gardena for next turn, and Evergreen GX. Right, so I can even shuffle all of my cards back into my deck, which is pure madness. Really, it is. So I can get a couple more Guzmas. Actually, I'm not shuffling. I need to have one extra energy. I completely forget about that. Never mind. So yeah, he decided to concede, as expected. I mean, it's just way too hard for, you know, Lost March to take the knockout with a single shot against Venusaur, and then you can just grab a couple cards until your opponent even managed to set up. Even once he's set up, you're already way ahead of him, and you can just heal a lot of damage. I mean, deck list is very consistent, as you can see. It had a little brick at the beginning of the game. My opponent didn't manage to score the knockout. Guzma play on his Oranguru was the best thing that actually happened, and then I also hit him with that Cyrus, and after that he was not able to recover anymore, and that is a GG. And I hope you guys enjoy watching this video. Thanks once again for watching. Make sure to hit a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more videos. Make sure also to let me know in the comments below what you think about this deck list. Till the next time, have a nice day and goodbye.